Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We are back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, we are going to be unboxing and reviewing none other than the Eddie Guerrero Ultimate Edition. And I think you guys can all agree with me on this, is that even though so many people are torn over the torso on this figure, I still think this is an absolutely amazing Eddie Guerrero figure. Definitely was a struggle to find this one, and we did have to go to the secondary market with it, and we certainly paid a little bit more than retail, that is for sure. But happy to add this to the collection. Still working on getting that Rey Mysterio. So funny to think that Rey Mysterio, being a entrance greats from so many years ago, being redone in the Ultimate Edition, as well as this Eddie Guerrero being from the Legends Series 6 line, just again to be redone and remade with even, a little bit better of articulation and the extras that come with it, as well as the secondary two head sculpts there and the t-shirt. Some great stuff here, guys. And as you may know, this figure is actually getting re-released yet again in the From the Vault series from Ringside. Probably will have that down the road. Not sure if we'll be doing a review on that or not, but it will certainly be up on the MERCARI somewhere down the road, so be checking for that. But today, guys, we are going to jump right into this figure, and we're going to start off as we always do. Right from the very top here, we've got Eddie Guerrero up at the top. We've got a little crunch on the side here. Like I said, secondary market, you got to take what you can get. So, but nonetheless, guys, we've got Eddie Guerrero up top there, the Ultimate Edition down the bottom. As always, off to the left, we've got the Mattel symbol, and under that, we've got Ultimate Articulation for Authentic Posability. As we look through this figure, though, we've got everything in the hourglass looking style in the front here. I don't want to say hourglass, but almost like a time glass, like a sand timer. You know what I mean? I always say it's got that weird, flip-flop there of just the cuts that come into the package. I really like that, and very cool, very different, as these Ultimates have been just so great with all the styling that they've given us in these large display windows, and just something that I really enjoy, especially when, you keep your figures in the package. And I've been so back and forth debating on keeping stuff loose, keeping stuff in the box, having a little bit of both. And I'll tell you guys, I'm still riding the fence on that one. I've got to eventually take a leap of faith and jump to one side or the other. But until then, we continue with Eddie Guerrero here. We turn over to the side. We've got none other than Eddie Guerrero on the bottom with a great picture of Eddie himself. Up at the top here, we do have Ruthless Aggression because it is part of the Ruthless Aggression series. And as well, these are Walmart exclusives. Turn over to the other side. We've got Ultimate Edition and Eddie Guerrero on this side as well. No picture, of course. We turn around to the back of the packaging and bring this a little bit closer to you as we see here. As always, we have a picture of the figure itself, and down the bottom, a shot from when it correlates to or what tribute it is paying. So obviously across the center here, we do have Ruthless Aggression with Eddie Guerrero as well on the back. Obviously the two photos, figure and actual in-person picture, as well as the little blurb that we get down here at the bottom. I'll read this one off for you. Sure, he lived by the motto, I lie, I cheat, I steal, but the prodigy of the legendary Guerrero family generated excitement like nobody else inside of the ring. With unmatched charisma and willingness to do anything to win, nobody can resist Eddie Guerrero's Latino heat. And that is for sure. Eddie was one of the most amazing performers all the way up until his unfortunate passing in 2005. And what a sad day for wrestling fans. A lot of times I see on Facebook, it is a common, how do you say it? Well, I guess you could call it a meme, or you could say it's like one of those shared photos where it says, name a celebrity death that really hit you harder than anything else. Like any celebrity that could have just possibly really put a damper on your day when you found out they passed. And I will say, at that time, I was still very young. 2005, I was roughly 11 or 12. And yeah, I can definitely say when Eddie passed away, there were a lot of tears shed in the household that night for sure. I do remember, if not that night, it was probably the next day. I remember breaking out the Eddie Guerrero figures and breaking out the ring, breaking out a lot of the accessories, and I remember having a crazy fatal four-way match. It was Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, I think JBL, and and it was either Triple H or Shawn Michaels. Crazy fatal four-way I threw together, and Eddie walked out the champion. So how awesome is that, right? You know, I remember go back to those days. But as we read off the rest of what we have on the side here, he comes in at a height of 5'8". He is from El Paso, Texas. The finisher is the Frog Splash and career highlights WWE champion. Obviously, Eddie having much more than just the WWE championship, but you know, obviously, like I say, they always kind of put those in scarcity on the back of these figures. But WWE Tag Champion, as well as a United States Champion, as well as, I believe, the European Champion at one point way back. Maybe I could be wrong on that one, but definitely very cool. And, you know, obviously seeing Eddie Guerrero being encapsulated in this figure is just great, and I love that photo on the back of Eddie. But guys, as always, we are now going to spin this back around to the front. We are going to do a little snap of the fingers, and we will be right back with all of these accessories and Eddie broken out of the package. And guys, we are back. And as always, we've got Eddie out of the packaging. We've got the heads out. We've got the belt, the t-shirt. We've left the hands inside as always. But just so you guys do know, he does come with a set of open fist hands or holding, grabbing hands that are on the figure. He does have another set of closed fist hands. And he also has his Frog Splash Latino Heat, his Viva la Raza hands that he comes with there. So if you guys definitely are into that as well, you know, then there you go. You do have those 2 sets of extra hands and 3 sets of total hands that come with the figure. But as always, guys, we're going to jump right into this. And first off, I want to go right into the heads here. So the first thing we want to do is check out this Eddie Guerrero head sculpt that he does come with. And it's similar to the one that's on the figure, a little bit more of a grin coming off of Eddie on this one, but very similar to the one that is on the figure already. And like I said, this is a very cool sculpt. I love that little side cheese that he used to do. You know, this was something we used to see a lot of back in the day, and especially this could be like where he's throwing the chair to somebody, laying back down and giving him that little grin, that little, you know, the Tweedle fingers, and very, very funny. I always love those moments with Eddie Guerrero. And then we come over to this head sculpt, screaming, yelling, kind of still looking like he's happy, you know what I mean? It's almost like a happy yell, and very cool here. I like this because, again, you know, it's nice to get all these different sculpts, considering that, not that I feel like we've been shortchanged on Eddie Guerrero by no means. I mean, of course, this figure here being, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe this is either his 9th or 8th or 9th figure from Mattel. Obviously, we have this one. We have the original Legends. We now have the From the Vault series. We just got the Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero that came out recently, as well as that set with Mankind. He had that same figure prior to that in a WrestleMania series. I think he was also in a Hall of Champions set. We also got the Elite that was, I can't remember what series that was with the green tights. I think that might have been the early 90s or something. We did get that Eddie as well. And I am trying to think of what other Guerreros we've had other than, you know, a few basics. So, yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe this is closer to like his 12th figure. You know, all in all, once that From the Vault series comes out, it might be about a dozen Eddie Guerrero figures. So, but I feel like we don't get him as much as we should. So, you know, there's a lot of attires that I think we could have gotten maybe in Elites, which would be awesome. They've done a few WrestleMania figures of him that were in like the Heritage series that I'd like to see redone as far as, you know, Elites or potentially maybe an Ultimate down the road, which would be really cool. But again, as we continue with this, guys, the 2 head sculpts are there. We've got the Latino Heat shirt, which I really do like this. This is very, very nice. Very nice shirt here, as you can see. And again, this is a no Velcro on the back like that Stone Cold one that we saw yesterday. And this one on the back, of course, Addicted to the Heat. And I gotta say, this is a really cool thing because, you know, of course, guys, when you like go back to this generation and this era, I should say, of wrestling, it was a much different time, and a lot of people kind of know what I'm talking about if you lived through it. You know, you can go back and watch it through the network, but it doesn't give you that same feel as actually what was going on at the time, at least in my opinion. And it's one of those things where, you know, when the Attitude Era turned into the Ruthless Aggression Era, we still had a lot of attitude within it. So, you know, talking about addictions and drugs and, you know, lie, cheat, steal, Eddie's mottos, and, you know, a lot of things that went along with that time period. very much so things you don't see often in today's wrestling. Obviously it's coming back. It's starting to finally come back again. This Netflix deal is in the works, and hopefully a lot of stuff will change things for the better. Some people saying not so much, because now they feel as though, their kids are no longer going to have that kids product. But as far as it goes for me, and it's nothing against any parents, it's nothing against people as a whole. I mean, I watched wrestling around the time that I was about 4 years old. We're talking, the end of 1997, 1998. I started watching wrestling with my dad. And again, it's just one of those things where to go back and look at that, it's very different from today's product, which again is now changing, but from what it was for so long. So when I look back on it, I always say, it's a show. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be entertainment. It's at the discretion of whoever is allowing somebody to watch it, but you have to just kind of know where the lines are drawn. TV is TV, and reality is just that. And even though they may cross each other, there is a time and a place for everything. And, of course, again, putting that on the back of that t-shirt, very cool, but it's nice to see that we're actually keeping it straightforward and to the point of, what it is that the product was at that time, and it should still be remembered and presented as such. But as we continue here, guys, into this last accessory, we've got none other than the WWE Undisputed Championship. And as I said in my video that I posted yesterday with the Stone Cold Ultimate Edition review, between the Attitude Era Championship, the WWE Championship or Attitude Era Championship, as well as this WWE Undisputed Championship, these two belts, this belt and that one, I should say, are the absolute most top tier titles in my opinion. The Attitude Era belt is, I don't know. Every time I see it, it instantly brings me the memories of all the matches and the people that I've seen hold it and the people that I've seen, lose, defend, win, regain. It's an awesome title, and I just love it so much. And as well as, titles like this, when I see this belt, I think of guys like Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar, JBL, Kurt Angle, if I didn't already say that, and, just so many guys that I enjoyed seeing through that time period. I mean, even The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, really, really cool. So, again, awesome title. Love it so much. And definitely in my tied for top one or, first and second there with the Attitude belt. But now we are going to get into this Eddie Guerrero, guys, and this Eddie is looking pretty good. I know a lot of people were not happy about the torso, overly jacked, too big. Sitting here in hand, I do like it. I don't really have any complaints. I'm sure with the shirt on, it's a little bit better. We do have to remember, guys, Eddie wasn't massive like this, but I think I understand what they were going for. He did have a very predominant, wide torso. He was pretty big at, towards some points of his career. And, give or take what that could be, obviously leave that guys all up to speculation. I mean, it is what it is. But, ooh, we got a little mark back there. Ah, man. Might have to try to see if we can wipe that off. But, little mark on the back of the shoulders there. But yeah, I mean, these pieces looking very good. Everything moves nice on this. It's not stiff. It's not rattling like the rattlesnake the other day with Stone Cold. We got the Latino on the back there of the tights. We've got the designs all up and down here. We've also got the boots. Mine are more of a tannish, kind of light sand tan almost, but with the black on the flames there, as you can see. I know some people said this was a running change with the different boots. A few people got them, I think they were darker than this, and these are the lighter ones. I could be wrong, or these might be the darker ones. I'm not really 100% sure. I'd have to go and double check, but I do remember somebody saying that I think it was this style that was the more desired than the other ones. So I'm not, again, 100% sure, but as you can see, those boots a million times as I spin this around here. But those are the boots on there. We do have all these designs down the leg on both sides, like I already said, tights and attire, very cool here. We've got it down to the tattoo on his inner forearm here, which is actually funny because the only tattoo that Eddie had. But, again, looking really nice back here. Back of the head sculpt looking good. And obviously looking like Eddie Guerrero. You're not going to show me that and not have me know who that is. That is 110% all day Eddie Guerrero. So very, very cool, guys. I love this figure. I'm so excited to add it to the collection. Opening this figure today, though, I did realize how much more damaged this box was than I anticipated, but it is what it is, you know? What can you do, right? But, yeah, we got these two head sculpts here down the bottom. We've got the belt, the shirt, and the Eddie figure itself. Like I said, he also has those two extra sets of hands inside the package as well. But, guys, this has been another unboxing and review. Today, Eddie Guerrero on the stand, on the podium. None other than the absolute legend himself. But, guys, as always, I appreciate each and every single one of you for watching my videos. And also, if you haven't already, hop onto this comment section and tell me, what is your favorite Eddie Guerrero match? Who did he face? Where was it? What is your favorite match with Eddie Guerrero? As well as hitting that like button. And if you haven't already, get over to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. You'll get to see all my videos as I am trying to post content every day. I think we have been posting now every day since Sunday. So we're doing pretty good now. 5 or 6 days in a row here, I think. And hopefully we keep this string of videos going here. So again, guys, I appreciate all of you. Appreciate everything you do for me on this channel and continuing to be here with me through all these videos and unboxings and all this other content that we're going to be bringing you as well as time continues to go on here. But as always, guys, for myself, for Eddie Guerrero, for all the figures you see here at Matt's Wrestling Collectibles, until the next video, stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.